Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Amber and I am on WW. Today we have a what I eat in a day. But first, I just wanted to kind of touch on my video yesterday. If you saw, it is a new plan coming this November 2022, but this is all unofficial. I just wanted to reiterate that this is something that is speculation, that an employee of WW, an anonymous employee, because they can get in trouble for sharing, has shared with Dish with Deb, I think that's her name, about these changes. A lot of people left WW for during these Point Plus systems. A lot of people did not like it. So they were losing a lot of people and it was kind of getting a bad rap. And this person really loves WW. They want people to know, like, hey, a change is coming. Good things are coming, and they're getting trained in this stuff now because they're going to have to be able to help you come mid-November if this is all true. So this person wanted to share that information for those of us who are questioning. We have questions on the app. The app's changing. A lot of different things are happening, and this person follows Dish with Deb and shared this anonymously with her. This is not official. WW has not officially announced anything. So first off, it could still change. There could be parts of this that are true and parts that are not true. I highly doubt that this isn't true. This person has nothing to gain by going out there and saying all this. And especially if they're being trained on it, they're not gonna go through a training and then tell us the wrong stuff. But again, this isn't official. I almost didn't share the information, but when it came down to it, when I heard this potential and possibility, I wanted to know everything I could know about what's gonna happen if it does happen. Because like y'all, it gives me a sense of control, a sense of knowledge is power, and I feel more in control when I have the knowledge. So I wanted to tell you everything I knew when I knew it. That's still all I know. It's only been a few hours since releasing that video, but some of you have really been upset about the new changes that might be coming. And what I wanna say to you is, that's okay. Your feelings are perfectly valid. You need to feel whatever you need to feel. Some of you are angry, some of you are sad, some of you are excited. All of those reactions are completely okay and appropriate. Some of you are grieving a program that you really, really loved. Most of you didn't like it. I guess most people who liked it came and followed me because I liked it too. Because most people in my comments have been pretty upset about it. I'm most upset about losing the beloved potato as a 0 Point Foods. But for the rest of it, I'll be adaptable. I did not like the freestyle program when it first launched way, way long ago. But keep in mind, the way they do other points is different because they're keeping this, how they do the algorithm for points now, that's different than how they used to do points in the past. So even though it's most like Blue program, it doesn't mean it is Blue program. They've still learned and changed things, as well as I'm a different person from the last time I tried the Blue program. Honestly, all these changes today, like if I signed up and this is what the program was, I probably would have been perfectly happy with it. I know it's the change that's hard. There are a lot of you who love the personal points, and I'm very sorry that it seems very, very, very likely that that is going away. But you still have control. You still control what you eat. You still control if you allow yourself just to starve or if you actually listen to your hunger cues. You control how you move. You control so many things. And what I don't want is that this to derail you from having progress between now and mid-November. Do not say personal points don't matter, so why even bother? Why even try? Honey, you're only hurting yourself when you do that. Do not give up on you. It doesn't matter what WW does. Keep tracking, keep going. I was so tempted. After making that video, I didn't really realize what an emotional response I was gonna have. And I had to fight so hard. I wanted to go grab a bag of chips and just eat my little heart out. I didn't. I portioned out a serving of chips for lunch, but I had a Built Bar and I did some breathing relaxation method to help with some stress and anxiety. Change is hard, change is scary. Find ways to cope that aren't eating foods that aren't gonna serve you. It can be very tempting. Like I said, I almost fell for it. I almost went into that binge mentality. I'm so thankful I didn't, because hey, now I don't have a stomach ache. Now I don't feel like crap. But I know when it's in that moment, it can be very hard not to. So if you do have a day or two where you really struggle, be kind to yourself. Change is hard. But the better option would be to realize what you're doing, kind of get ahead of that, and eat something that you like that will fill you up so that you won't be hungry. I was hungry when I wanted to grab the bag of chips because I was trying to get that video up. So I kind of skipped a meal, and that wasn't smart. And that led me into almost binging. It can be amazing scanning something that's like 100 calories, and it's like an astronomical amount of points for that 100 calories. But what goes into that is how much sugar does it have? How much fat does it have? How much of that fat is saturated fat? How much protein does it have? Does it have fiber? These are all things that matter for your overall health. I think that they're doing the best that they can, and a lot of people were upset with the personal points, and they're trying to give people what they want. That's all I wanted to say, that, hey, it's okay to feel all the feelings, and I hope you do feel all the feelings. That's why I went ahead and posted it, because it gives us time to process before they launch something. If it's really happening mid-November, that's 2 weeks away. Why have they not said anything? I don't know. Were they like this with personal points? I feel like they kind of were secretive. It's like everyone knew there was a change coming, but no one knew what it was. And I feel like that's how it's been now with how many changes they've put to the app. We already knew they got rid of the points you could collect for whenever you logged your food and your weight and all that. You'd earn points, and then after you got so many points, you could get a little treat. They got rid of that already. They said they were replacing it with something, but we weren't sure what. Still don't know what. So there have definitely been hints that in November, changes were coming. I wish they'd be a little more transparent, but I can't control that, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and get on to this what I eat in a day. Spoiler, it didn't go as planned. I was gonna make butternut squash and pork and strawberry spinach salad for dinner. It didn't happen. I got busy. Life happened. So, hey, we can adapt. Filming, you wouldn't think, hey, we're gonna have chicken nuggets for dinner as a great weight loss video dinner. But here we are, life happens, and I just wanna let you know, we can be adaptable when our days gets busy, but we can also be adaptable when, whole programs change. So again, I understand if you're upset, but it'll be okay, and we will get through this. Grieve, mourn, be sad. Don't eat your feelings. Go for a walk, get some endorphins. All right, let's get into it. Good morning and welcome back to my channel. You can hear me brewing some coffee because every what I eat in a day has to start with at least 1 cup of coffee on this channel. I am using my usual creamer that I love, which is this Coffee Mate sugar-free sweet Italian sweet cream. I can have 6 tablespoons for 2 points. So if I have 2 cups, which I often do, it's still only 2 points for both of those cups. I can't talk and pour my creamer at the same time, apparently. I just wanted to give an update. I am day 4 off of my antibiotics, and I'm feeling so much better. The birth control I was on was making me nauseous as my body was adapting to getting used to it. Like the extra hormones, and then the amoxicillin was making me nauseous. So then you had the combo of the two working together, and it was terrible. But now that I've gotten off the amoxicillin, I haven't had any, I think it took a day or 2, and then I haven't had any nausea the last 2 to 3 days, and I feel way better. I do get a little tired easier, and I think that just might be my body recovering from being sick and stuff. So just kind of do a little bit here and there, and then take a rest, do a little bit, take a rest. I've also kind of broken things up. I've noticed I really just can't eat a lot at once anymore. And so I've really enjoyed breaking my day up into just a whole bunch of tiny meals, almost like I'm snacking throughout the day, but a little more substance than that. So right now I'm gonna have a Built Bar just to get something on my stomach while I have my first cup of coffee. And then when I have my second cup of coffee, I will have breakfast tacos. I bought some egg whites, so I can do 1 egg and then plus some egg whites, since eggs are not a 0 point food for me anymore. I got these Puff Built Bars. These are the brownie batter ones. They're 4 points. I wanted to try them. I haven't seen this in the variety pack. I was gonna go buy the variety pack and I saw these and I was like, I like brownie batter. I like the puffs. If you like the marshmallow consistency, then you'll like this puff one. If you like chocolate covered marshmallows, that's kind of what it tastes like, but like a better version of that, then give this brownie batter a try. But I normally just get their variety pack because I like so many of their flavors, but you know, I wanted to treat myself, so I got the brownie batter. Anyway, so this is, I'm just gonna assume this is 6 points because I have 4 points here. I'm gonna assume I'm gonna have 2 cups of coffee. So we're starting off with 6 points and then we'll come back for breakfast tacos here in a bit. It's time for breakfast tacos. I like to keep it super simple. I warm up my corn tortillas on the skillet just to dry them out. That way they are sturdier as tacos. They won't just fall apart. And then in here I have 1 egg, a 1/4 cup of egg whites, a couple tablespoons of the salsa, just blended it up with salt and black pepper. These are the egg whites. It's 0 points for 4 tablespoons of this, 2 points for my eggs. These extra thin tortillas are 1 point each, so it's 2 points for those. So we're looking at 4-point breakfast tacos. You can add cheese or whatever else you want to yours. I don't do a ton of cheese because it will hurt my stomach if I do too much. So I kind of use it sparingly. So I like to keep mine super simple, and I'll just top it off with this Taco Bell hot sauce. You can use Cholula or whatever else you like, but this is how I'm gonna have mine. Here they are. Keep in mind, you could have done all egg white, and that would have made this 2 points just for the tortillas. Or if your eggs are 0 points, then this is 2-point tacos. I just found out that I really wasn't using eggs enough to keep them as a 0-point food. Do you see how drying out the tortilla now makes it where it's not like ripping everywhere? All right, I'm gonna eat these. I have a bunch of work to do out in our backyard. We have a storage building, and I'm really gonna go through stuff, give stuff to Goodwill, just kind of declutter. We might move in 6 months, we might move in 3 years, we don't know. We are mobile at this point, so it's just kind of prepping. We've been here for a year now, and it just feels right to go ahead and, like, if we haven't used it since we've been here, let's donate it and get rid of it. We've moved like every year for 6 years. It's too much effort to box it, unbox it, find a place for it, and then never use it. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. So I'll be getting quite a bit of steps and moving boxes and things like that. So this will be perfect to like get me ready for it. After doing that for probably an hour, I'll probably be worn out because I'm still kind of at that phase where I get tired pretty easily. So we will see, but I'm excited about these tacos. I'm gonna make a Cobb salad for lunch. I've been loving it so much. If you've never had like a real Cobb salad, it is so good. Everything's chopped super, super finely. Made this vinaigrette. I actually made the vinaigrette yesterday, so I did take footage of it. So I will post that. And as always, like, recipes will be linked below. I'll also have like my end of the day points versus calories and macros. If you want to see that, it'll be in the description box. Yeah, just trying to make everyone happy. Not everyone is on WW. You might be watching me, but just be on a health journey and doing something else. So I just try to give both points and calories. So yeah, let's get this eaten and get to work, because if I keep waiting, I'm just gonna keep procrastinating and it's gonna be like halfway through the day and it won't be done. So let's get it done. Okay, sorry you can hear my dishwasher going, but I'm going to make, it's called Juicy Chicken 101. I've seen it on Instagram. I've never tried it before, but I thought we'd give it a go because I want it with my Cobb salad. So I have 2 chicken breasts here. These are the ones that have been like, I don't know if they've been thinly sliced or what. I think they're called split chicken breast. So they're a little thinner. So I'm not going to cook it quite as long as what the recipe says. But basically it says sprinkle a hefty amount of each of these seasonings. This is lemon pepper, paprika. I said don't be shy, sprinkle a lot. So that was garlic salt, and this is garlic powder. We're gonna flip it and do all that again. Meanwhile, I have a cast iron with some olive oil on number 6, which is medium high. All right. Got garlic. Garlic salt. Paprika. I'm not adding any salt separately because we have garlic salt and lemon pepper, which both have salts in them. So, all right. Those look super seasoned. I was just testing to see if they started bubbling. Yep. All right, so you're supposed to sear for 5 minutes. All right, see you in 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. It says flip them. Oh, man. And then immediately put them in the oven at 400 for 15 minutes. Since mine are the thinner kind, I'm going to check them in 10 minutes. Okay, I actually let these cook for only 8 more minutes. And then I checked the temp and they are done. They look really good. I need to let them rest for at least 10 minutes before I start chopping them up, so that way that they don't lose all their juice. They stay nice and moist. I know some of y'all don't like that word. Here is my lettuce, just for reference. This is a serving bowl. You can tell I'm going through my storage and getting rid of dishes and stuff. Sorry about it. So this is a giant bowl. Now, if I was making a traditional Cobb salad, I'd have romaine, watercress, and chicory. Now, my grocery stores don't sell those lettuces, so I just have romaine and iceberg. But the key is to chop them tiny, like teeny tiny. I prepped the rest of my romaine and iceberg and just have it stored in here. I'm going to do just like I do whenever I buy a big container of spinach. I put the paper towels on here. I'll put the lid on and I'll store it upside down. That way the paper towel will then be at the bottom and this won't go bad, and I'll have several more. Other stuff you're gonna need is a hard-boiled egg, avocado, bacon that's center cut, some blue cheese, and your vinaigrettes. So while I'm waiting for my chicken to cool, I will show you how I made this dressing. I'm gonna make the dressing. I'm gonna make enough to have, it says 2 servings, so I'm gonna double it, so 4. But it'll probably be more than 4 servings for how much I'll use. So that was 4 tablespoons of water, 1/4 of a teaspoon of sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt, a teaspoon of Worcestershire, or however you like to pronounce it. You need 4 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. I didn't realize I only had white balsamic, so that's what I'm gonna use. It'll still be delicious. You need 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I just juiced the lemon to the side here. You need a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm keeping my lid on so then I can see like how much. It's hard to tell whenever you have a fresh grind. That looks about a teaspoon. 1/4 of a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, which seems like barely any. I need 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Since this is not going to be cooked, this is a great time to use your extra virgin. Lastly, I'm going to press 4 garlic cloves into here. You could just throw them in, but I want to make sure that there's no big clumps by the end of it. It doesn't take long. Just want it to be emulsified. I'm gonna pour it. Ooh. Oops. And I'm just gonna pour it into this mason jar for safekeeping. That way I can keep it in my fridge. There we go. Here it is. I do 1 tablespoon of blue cheese, which is 1 point. I did half of a chicken breast. 34 grams of avocado, which is 1 point, 1 egg for 2 points, 2 pieces of center cut bacon for 1 point. The lettuce I get 2 points back for. And then my 2 tablespoons of dressing is 3 points. So this is an 8-point salad that I get 2 points back for. So it's like a 6-point salad, but it is huge, it is filling, and it is so delicious. I really recommend, if you like a good salad, I really recommend you trying this. I'm not a person who loves blue cheese or even avocado, but there's something about this with this balsamic-y vinaigrette that just, it hits different, guys. It's so absolutely delicious. I tried the chicken by itself just so I could give you a little report, and hey y'all, it's really good. I think this is gonna be excellent cold on my other salad. So pretty excited to have this recipe, and it was super fast and like hands off. It did not take a lot of effort. So definitely give that a try. All right, I'm gonna go eat this and then drop a whole bunch of crap off at Goodwill. All right, y'all, here's the thing. I had to pick up my daughter late from school because she had some auditions for a play, and I didn't realize the time really when I got back, and now it's like it's dinner time and we're hungry, and what I was gonna make takes time that we don't want to spend. So I think this is a great way to show like, hey, it's okay, be flexible. I have 10 points left so far just to keep within my dailies. So I have plenty of room to play with what we're having for dinner. So let me show you what we're doing real fast because we can throw it all in the air fryer. Ta-da! I have some random potatoes here. Potatoes are a 0-point food, so I can dice them up and air fry them for 0 points. And if I have 3 ounces of this chicken, it is 4 points. So this is a 4-point meal. We will figure out a veggie while these things are cooking because I know I have stuff that I can just throw in the microwave. So I've just chopped up my red potato. I have 2 teaspoons of olive oil on there. I'm just gonna keep it really simple. My favorite is to add some smoked paprika, salt and pepper. I keep forgetting that this lid is on because it's so like slim profiles. It's like, give it a little shaky shake. All right, I'm gonna air fry these at 390 for 20 minutes. I'm gonna stir them about twice, and then the last 8 minutes or so, I'm gonna pop in our nuggets. All right, y'all, I have frozen veggies that I normally just throw in the air fryer, but the air fryer is already doing a bunch of work. So we're gonna have some green beans. I just threw 2 cans into this pot with some Cavender's Greek seasoning. I really like this combo. Super quick and easy because, yeah, my bad. My nuggets are almost done. I have 4 ounces of my potato here that I did weigh out. I wanted to show you, if you are not wanting to have to measure your greens or whatever your vegetable is every single time, what I recommend is like getting a ramekin or a, you know, like some kind of container that you can measure it like a couple times and really like see where level it hits, and then now you can eyeball it. And so you know when you have it mostly full, you know you have a cup of vegetables. That way you're not having to dirty up this, and I mean, I guess you're dirtying something up either way, but this way it just keeps, you know, the juices off my potatoes. I was going to use a ramekin anyway, so that's just a little tip for you. Okay, I decided to go with 4 ounces of my chicken since I have the extra points and I'm hungry. Got 4 ounces of my potatoes, a cup of green beans, and then also a cup of grapes. So this is my dinner, and I will definitely be having a snack. It's dessert time, so I did 2 rice cakes for 1 point and 2 tablespoons of this Nuts and More peanut butter. That's the birthday cake flavor for 6 points. That's a 7-point snack. That is so delicious. I'm obsessed with this peanut butter. Let's talk totals. People are very interested in calories versus points. I finished my day with 1,600 calories and about 100 grams of protein. I barely hit my 100 grams of protein goal, but I got there, so I'm going to take it. My Fitbit died early afternoon. I checked it about 2 o'clock and I had 6,000 steps. I was still actively working, and then it died with just over 6,000 steps. So I know it died pretty quickly after that. I probably got my 10,000 steps, but I don't know because my Fitbit died. I was pretty disappointed to look at it at like 7 o'clock at night and realize it wasn't working. So I use 31 points a day. I get 25. I earned 4 through water and vegetables, so I only use 2 of my weekly points. That 21 pounds there is from Weight Watchers only. I lost 14 pounds before starting Weight Watchers. Thank you for watching. See you next time.